Alright, Schlockmeister fans, finishing off the Something Weird DVD, we're now going to watch the Notorious Cleopatra. I'm guessing this isn't quite like the real story, but let's check out and find it, for sure. There's an auction for a naked woman, which I can't show you.
The gentleman must have a good reason for going that high. Will anyone top him?
Here, my lord, you better hope that somebody outbids you.
Just give her away.
There's Mark Antony on the right.
My lord, those Nordic beauties fight like the god of war himself. I'd fear for my life if I were in bed with one.
Mark Anthony, your presence is requested by...
I guess on the left.
You would swoon,
There's Julius Caesar.
although you will not swoon alone. There has been talk among the boys in the Senate.
That bunch of faggots. What do they know about hot wenches?
But he wants Cleopatra.
I've heard much of this dark princess. And I must have her.
How's he gonna get her, though?
This is going to have to be handled very carefully. So I have chosen the greatest lover in all of Rome to deliver my message to Cleopatra.
Mark Anthony?
Yes.
A hell of a lot more than hints once he arrives.
What purpose am I dispatched to Egypt, my lord? You go to Alexandria, where sits the Queen Cleopatra, and you will tell her of my desire to lay her.
Well, he finds her. I gotta zoom in here so you can't see her naked.
I feel like you've been raped 100-fold.
Oh, rape me, rape me. Oh, you have but one chore. Rape me again.
Pleasure you want.
So there's a human sacrifice taking place.
Is satisfied. You are all free to love.
That means an orgy's coming.
It's my coming. Well, that's so, my lord. But what will you tell Caesar of his Egyptian queen?
Oh, he will be anxious to know.
It will not be his. I will handle Caesar in my own manner.
Cleopatra likes girls, too. I can show you very little of this scene.
And what will we do then?
We will enter Rome in disguise. I shall seek out Mark Anthony. Together, we shall destroy Caesar.
Gracious lady. I thought you had the hots for Mark Anthony.
Oh, no man can be better than he is in bed. But here's a chance to become queen of the world.
Mark Antony has returned to Rome.
What? What the hell are you doing? Keeping it a secret?
But my lord.
I'm tired of the women of my country. There is no royal blood among them. They are not fit to lie with me.
And Caesar and Cleopatra get it on.
Nay, my lord, I swear by all the demons of hell, I saw Cleopatra enter Julius Caesar's house.
Why must have gone to your head, old friend? For you know as well as I that what you say is impossible.
Of course, I know it. I give my life if what I saw were not true.
I have returned to Rome.
Mark me. There's treason afoot.
Shh. It's bad luck to use that word around me. I have just come from conspiring with some of the senators. They are with me and against Caesar.
Well done. When will the deed take place?
My wishes?
He confronts her about it.
Using the same tricks on him as he used on me.
No, no. I only did it because I loved you.
Huh. Is this the way you show your love? Licking the emperor's ass while I risked my life for you?
So Cleopatra's locked up, so this girl gets naked just to try to seduce the jailer. she's able to succeed and get Cleopatra out, too. I think she stabbed the guy.
You stay right there. I'll see what demon this is.
The treason against me. And yet, I think it is Caesar who is the traitor. What say you, Senator Lepidus?
I would say aye. Caesar's ruled far too long. His power no longer becomes him, and Rome falters.
And that Egyptian ugly.
Don't yell so, Cassius. Can't you see I have a hell of a hangover?
Caesar!
So there you are. Mark Antony, you are to stand trial for treason. Family tried to kill me last week. And what about Cleopatra?
Here comes the deed.
What's going on here?
Now, I strike for Rome!
And I for the people!
For love. For honor.
Et tu, Brute?
So Cleopatra decides it's time to leave.
You may all take your leave.
But my lady...
I said be gone.
They chased me through the streets of Rome like a dog. And now they've sent the army to take me back to trial.
By the gods, you're mine now. They'll have to fight all Egypt to take you.
My queen. My queen, give me command of your fleets. The Roman army approaches by sea. I will take command and sweep the ocean of them like so many straws.
And this guy attacks Cleopatra before she can leave. But she kind of submits to it then. Mark Antony comes and stabs the dude.
Well, I nearly died for you. You took your pleasure with any bastard that wanted you.
Mark Antony, please listen to me.
I'll hear no more lies!
He raped me. I couldn't help it.
Just like you couldn't help yourself with Julius Caesar. Or your soldiers. Or your dogs. Die!
And then he stabs and kills Cleopatra. So it's ordered that he has to come back and face murder charges now.
Now there is nothing.
He avoids that. All right, let's talk about The Notorious Cleopatra. This is a new movie to me. I picked it up because it came with this double DVD here with the secret sex lives of Romeo and Juliet, which I had seen before as Juliet's Desire on a pre-recorded VHS tape called Juliet's Desire. The Notorious Cleopatra I had not seen before. So, turns out this is made by the same guys who made the secret sex lives of Romeo and Juliet. It's basically a period piece revolving around Cleopatra, Caesar, Mark Antony, that sort of thing. However, from what I know, this has nothing to do with the real story. They very, very loosely based it on that. So, what we got here is this fat guy, Julius Caesar. I don't think that the real Caesar was fat. He's got his guys. Mark Antony is one of them. And Mark Antony and the others are conspiring to kill him. He doesn't know it yet, though. And then there is Cleopatra, the Queen of the Nile, played by a black woman here, who, by the way, Lorraine White, I think is her name. She actually was married to Sammy Davis Jr. for about a year in the late 50s. It was a sham marriage. Look it up. Anyway, beyond that, it's basically the Antony and Cleopatra story, or the Caesar story. Eventually, Caesar gets killed by his people at the end. But all throughout this story, there's a lot of sex going on. A lot of sex between all the characters. There's some orgies going on. It's just an excuse for everybody to get naked. There's a lot of full frontal nudity from the females in this movie, which was awesome. No full frontal nudity from the males, so if you're looking for penis, you're not going to find it here. You will see some naked butts, though, from the guys. Cleopatra sleeps with everybody. There's not really much more plot here to go on, though. If you know the Caesar story, the Mark Antony Cleopatra story, you kind of know it a little bit. Eventually, Antony goes with Cleopatra, and then they cross each other at the end. There's just it is what it is, right? I don't know what else. There ain't much more I can tell you about this movie. Put it that way. Like I said, the same guys who made this made The Secret Sex Lives of Romeo and Juliet, same writer, same director, some of the same actors too. Aesthetically, it looks really cool. First of all, the DVD quality is great on this one, and the costumes and the set design, they did a good job with this. They just really did. And of course, most of the females look lovely, especially look lovely naked. What can you ask for, right? So that's pretty much it. So anyway, I'll leave a link down below. You can get this double DVD here for about $35 or so. It's getting a little pricey, and like I mentioned the other day, something weird is going out of business in terms of DVD sales and DVD-R sales. So if you're looking to get some of their stuff, you better get it quick, because it's going to be out of print if it's not out of print already. So check it out. Leave some comments down below. It's the Notorious Cleopatra. Watch it. Bye.